Hey guys, today we're going to talk about chapter 9, which is your nutritional chapter. We're going to talk about eating for wellness a little bit later this week. Today we're just going to focus on the basics of your macronutrients and your micronutrients. So, macronutrients are where we get all of our calories, and calories are the measurement of energy that we're putting into our body, and it's also the measurement that we expend. So, both are simultaneously used for input and output. So how many calories we burn and how many calories we consume are the measurement of energy. Macronutrients, again, is where we get our calories. Those are the vast majority of all calories that we consume are in macronutrients, And macronutrients are consumed or based upon three things: carbs, fat, and protein. So those three categories are where we get our energy from. Now, on the opposition, we have micronutrients. Micronutrients are consumed or included of vitamins and minerals. Those vitamins and minerals do not supply calories. They just do not. But they do supply the vitamins and minerals that we can't get elsewhere. So sometimes we take vitamins via chewies or swallowable pills that we can get in fruits and vegetables and other natural resources that we would consume in our diet. Those are the two main components of nutrition that we should be aware of. When talking about carbs, carbs are kind of the no, we shouldn't eat carbs. Keto has cut out carbs, but carbs are the main energy source that our body uses for daily activity. So when you cut out carbs, you're cutting out that energy source that the body needs to survive. And that is often why the keto diet comes with the keto flu. Because if you cut out that energy source, the body is going to feel sluggish. You're going to feel like crap because the body just does not have the carbs or the energy source it needs to do daily activities. Then once you're on the ketogenic diet, then it switches into the fat burning area, which is where you get your energy source from. In no way, shape, or form am I condoning the keto diet. If you have questions about the keto diet, please let me know. I tend to have extensive knowledge about the keto diet and how all of that plays out and the functionality of that diet. In talking about your macronutrients, carbs, fats, and proteins, let's talk about carbs first. So again, carbs are the body's energy source. They're the sugar and starches of your diet, and they can be good and bad. So you have two different types of carbs. You have your simple and complex carbs. Your simple carbs are the one or two amino acids that make up that carb. Example would be milk or fruit. Those are very simplistic. They only have one or two amino acids that make them up, and they're very good for you. So most of the time, the simple carbs are better for you. They have natural sugar, they have natural energy, so like bananas, things like that, versus your complex carbs. Your complex carbs have chains of amino acids and chains of sugar attached to them, which tends to result in different nutritional factors. So an example of a complex carb would be something like legumes or different vegetables that have multiple chains of amino acids or sugars. Now, moving forward, you have different types of fiber that also makes up your carbs. So carbohydrates can be fiber, protein can be fiber. Actually, I take that back. Protein cannot be fiber. So your carbs are your fiber. Fiber is good for you. We need fiber for our digestive system. It helps speed things up most of the time if you consume the correct fiber. So you have two different types of fiber. You have soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. The soluble fiber is what soaks up water, so it makes it slower or easier to digest. And not necessarily easier, but it does take on more water, so it delays the process of digestion. Things that would be soluble fiber would be oats, plums, bananas, broccoli. Those sorts of things have the ability to soak up water to delay digestion, which makes you full longer. Then you have insoluble fiber, and that is the fiber that binds to water and sticks to your intestines, and it moves along digestion quicker. So it's able to kind of dispel all of what you just ate in a quicker time frame. Examples of insoluble fiber would be whole grains and different things, nuts, seeds, things of that nature that tend to absorb water, making it easier to digest. And then moving forward, you have protein. So protein is a very important part of your diet. If you're not consuming enough protein, a lot of times I think you'll find that you struggle losing weight. One of the key components of weight management and weight loss is protein, and people lose that factor a lot of the times, thinking that protein is what's going to make you muscular or it's going to increase your fat intake, things of that nature. But protein is a key component of muscle repair and body repair, cell repair. So if you're not consuming enough protein, the body will retain what it already has versus repairing and losing. So again, the more protein that you have, the better off you're going to be within reason and within your own body structure. There are two different types of proteins. You have complete protein and you have incomplete protein. And your complete protein is protein that's made up of 100% amino acids that are from animal or soy. So those are complete, and incomplete are the things that are made outside of animals and soy. So complete protein would be things like eggs, turkey, chicken, and incomplete protein would be things like tofu, different vegetables, nuts and seeds, the protein that you get that's elsewhere from animal source. So those are your main protein types. And again, it's very important for you to be consuming the right amount of protein. There are examples on your PowerPoint, which I'm currently looking at, of what per ounce looks like the right amount of protein. You should take a look at your fats on your protein. So saturated, unsaturated, and trans fat are all very big pieces. Saturated fat are things like butter, cheese, fatty meats. Not ideal, and they keep solid at room temperature. So anything that keeps solid at room temperature when you leave it out for a prolonged period of time is not very healthy for you, unless it's olive oil or avocado oil or something like a fruit or a vegetable. But if it's butter or anything like fat back, it's going to stay solid on the counter, and that should be alarming to you. Unsaturated fatty acids, that's olive oil, nuts, avocado oil, avocados, olives, things of that nature. And then trans fat is the fat that you really want to avoid. Trans fat is the fat that's deep fried in grease that you get at the county fair that probably tastes delicious but is horrendous for you and can clog multiple arteries and cause great distress to your body. So those are the main components of nutrition. So you have your macronutrients and your micronutrients, and your macronutrients are made up of fat, protein, and carbs, and all of those things are essential for us to survive. So you do need those fats. So you need those unsaturated fats like olive oil, avocado. Peanut butter is a good one for the majority. Those are very important to your diet. Please take a look at your other PowerPoints this week. They will guide you through a lot of different nutritional factors that are important for daily living.